Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Estee McCrawly coming with another video. Today, I got some more double battles on the battle spot using the Mega Altaria team. If you guys missed the last video, I kind of went over the team a little bit, but I have Altaria, Klefki, Infernape, Rotom Wash, Tauros, and Hydreigon. Revolves around Mega Altaria, so I didn't explain too much about the team in that video. I just say that you'll see kind of as time goes along. I'll try and in the future I'll try and get more team building videos so you guys can kind of see the team in general. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna go ahead and get into it. My first opponent, Thor, King of Asgard, had a team of Gliscor, Dragonite, Infernape, Noivern, Honchkrow, and Charizard. So Rotom Wash does absolutely fantastic here. He can hit every single Pokemon on my opponent's team for super effective damage, super effective stab on most of them, and then for the two dragons I have Hidden Power Ice, so he does really well. Altaria also does well here because he has two Dragon-type Pokemon. He didn't bring either, which is unfortunate. So, but I mean, that's kind of just the power. Just because you don't see Pokemon do too well in the actual match doesn't mean that the Pokemon's not good, because it scared away his two Dragon-type Pokemon. And that's huge, because Dragon-type Pokemon are pretty much the strongest Pokemon in the game. So that was really nice. I also brought Tauros here because of the Dragonite, because of the Gliscor, because of the Infernape, the possible Charizard X, to be able to get off that Intimidate, weaken those physical attackers. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. And I decided to go with Klefki Rotom here, just like I said, because Rotom will hit everything on its team for super effective damage, and Klefki can help set up a light screen and also Thunder Wave, so that I was thinking if he did leave with Dragon-type Pokemon, I might be able to paralyze and then bring in Mega Altaria and go for the Hyper Voice. But we do see it is Mega Charizard Y, which I would say it's a relief. I feel like it's a little bit easier to deal with. I go straight for the Thunder Wave here onto the Infernape, since it's definitely the fastest Pokemon on the field. And if I bring in Tauros now, Tauros will outspeed both his Pokemon. So we do see a Swords Dance. He actually goes for a really, really greedy Swords Dance here. And we do see a Heat Wave. Not going to do anything to my Rotom, but that's going to knock out Klefki. And I kind of thought that was a possibility going in, but I was like, I'm fine with that. Because this lead is not what I was expecting at all, and Klefki couldn't do anything against these two Pokemon, and the two Pokemon I had in the back they're not Pokemon I can just switch in. So that's pretty much just a free switch for me, which is really nice because now I get an Intimidate off. On the Infernape, I mean, it's not the end of the world because his Infernape is pretty much going down this turn anyways, since it was slowed down. But I do get a Rock Slide off onto the Charizard. Most likely would have one-shot even if it was at full health. And with Rotom here, I go for the Thunderbolt since the sun was up. I feel like Thunderbolt was a safer play, and lucky for me, he gets the flinch. But I mean, there was still the chance. It was like the flinch pair, so I mean, it was still a relatively high chance of him not being able to move. But so here, I go for the Earthquake just to target down that Infernape. Make sure I pick up the knockout, and it goes down. So that greedy Swords Dance did not pay off for him. And we see his Gliscor sets up a substitute. I'm like, oh boy. But lucky for me, I do have Hidden Power Ice. If the sun wasn't up, I think Hydro Pump would be more powerful. But, I mean, Hidden Power Ice, 4 times effective, 100% accurate. So, still a nice move to have. And we see he is Poison Heal. But you guys are going to see it's not really, like, in my Devil Battles, like, team building video, where I kind of explained, I kind of said Poison Heal Gliscor isn't that good, and you'll kind of see that in this. I go for a Rock Slide here just to get some damage off on both his Pokemon. The Honchkrow really, really weak, and I just double target. Easy knockout, so now all he's got left is the Poison Heal Gliscor. Nice 3v1. But I mean, honestly, if there is a Pokemon that could 3v1, it would be Poison Heal Gliscor, but I don't see. I'm sorry, he must at least be somewhat of a double set because he doesn't run Toxic, or if he does, he never used it. We do see the Poison Jab here, and you're going to see it does not do very much. And I get my Hidden Power Ice off, tons and tons of damage. He barely holds on. there goes the sun. So now I could go for a Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump would probably one-shot this thing. And he does protect. He's just kind of stalling it out. There's not much he could do since I outspeed him. So Tauros, I like Tauros. He's like a support intimidate Pokemon, kind of like Arcanine can be. Like you got Landorus, which is more like an offensive intimidator. That's why you want like the Choice Scarf, good spread. But Tauros, I really like. I feel like he's got good. Since he's so fast, he can like do some stuff. He gets access to Endeavor, so if he's low at the end of the turn, the next turn he's probably gonna outspeed everything, getting Endeavor off. So I really like him, and that's gonna be end of Poison Heal Gliscor. As you can see, not very effective in doubles, just because no Pokemon can 2v1. I mean, especially with 2 Pokemon, you have twice the coverage. Just twice the power, everything. So no Pokemon can take a 2v1. So there, Mega Altaria didn't touch the field, but like I said in the team preview, he had 2 Dragon-type Pokemon that he didn't bring. And I guarantee, like you look, those were probably more, or the Dragonite at least would have been more defensive with the multi-scale ability. So I was really able to scare it off with the Mega Altaria. Absolutely fantastic. Really powerful. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next battle. My opponent had a team of Greninja, Blaziken, Jolteon, Talonflame, Emolga, and Salamence. So, as you can see, this time he decides to bring the Dragon-type Pokemon, which I am okay with. The Emolga here, to this, or even now, after this battle, I don't know what to expect from Emolga. I don't know if it gets access to Nuzzle or Follow Me or whatever. But he decided not to bring Greninja, which I found... I don't know. I expected him to I guess I always expect people to bring Greninja since this got such good coverage. And the Jolteon too, that would have been a decent threat just because it would have been able to outspeed depending on its coverage and stuff. It could have done some damage. But he has 2 Mega Evolution possibilities here with Blaziken and Salamence. So I just have to keep my eyes peeled for that. Rotom here is also going to be really good for the Blaziken, for the Talonflame, for the Salamence, for the Greninja. So, really, really nice there. Altaria can also be good for the Greninja if he goes for like a Dark Pulse. Also there to check the Salamence, get some neutral damage off on the Blaziken. And just about everything else on his team. He didn't really have anything that would resist or be immune to the stabs of my Altaria. So, an interesting lead. He goes with the Emolga Salamence. So, important to note which abilities go off first here. So I just go straight up for the Thunder Wave because the Salamence was faster than me. So we do see a Fire Blast, and I was like, oh, well, my Intimidate did nothing. This is a special Salamence. So takes me down, does quite a bit of damage. I do eat up my Citrus, but even after the screens, I don't think I'll be able to take another one. But luckily here, I do get Rock Slide. It's going to be super effective on both Pokemon. And we don't get the flinch on the Emolga, and he does get the Nuzzle off, so we're going to be paralyzed as well. So I guess now I know it does get... Well, actually, so there's the item of my Tauros, Lumberry. And I switch out here into my Rotom, predicting another Nuzzle into that slot. I don't want Tauros to be paralyzed, and I also want to be able to conserve that Intimidate for later. So we do see another Nuzzle, straight into Rotom, not going to do anything. And we do see a Fire Blast here. That is going to connect, and it's going to be enough to knock out Klefki. I would have liked Klefki to stay around a little bit longer. What sucks about Nuzzle is I can't go with Crafty Shield on Nuzzle because it's an attacking move, so it'll still go through. So I bring back Tauros here so that I can, because I know I'll outspeed now. I just go straight for the return on the Emolga. I knock it out, but what do you know? It's got static. So I think that's like a 30% chance. I get hit with the 30% cheese. It's okay though. I get my Hidden Power Ice off as well. That's going to be just short of the knockout. And he goes for another Fire Blast. So here I'm like, oh. he might be Scarfed or Specs. So luckily I got that light screen up. That's really, really helpful. And at this point, there's no need. Like, I mean, I could easily knock out the Salmons, but there's not really a point to attacking it since I know it's choiced and it's locked in the Fire Blast and it did nothing. So I just go straight for the Hydro Pump on the Blaziken and I pick up the knockout. He got greedy with his Swords Dance as well. So, and his Salmon's just fully paralyzed, and I get my Rock Slide off. I was like, I didn't know if the Blaziken was going to be Focus Sash. I didn't know if it was going to miss, if the Hydro Pump was going to miss. So I just went for that. And we see the last Pokemon he has is Talonflame, which is fantastic because I have Rock Slide and a whole bunch of moves to deal with this thing. So he ends up trying to knock out the Tauros. He can't. So I just go for the safe Thunderbolt. The Hydro Pump most likely would have picked up the knockout, but I also go for Rock Slide. I didn't know if he was going to somehow just knock out the Rotom, so I went for the Rock Slide instead of the safer Protect. I didn't know what was going to happen, but that's going to be game. So it was like again, Altaria didn't touch the field there. With the Pokemon he brought, it was a little difficult. If I started Altaria, well, even if I started Altaria, because I didn't want it to get paralyzed, that's like the one thing that can't happen. That's why I have Crafty Shield, because I don't want Altaria to get afflicted with any sort of status, just because it's like just an all-around Pokemon. So if it got paralyzed, it would have been pretty much useless. Even if I would have paralyzed his Pokemon, he had, I think, Emolga. Like, you look at all the Pokemon, all those Pokemon are fast. I think even Emolga has over base 100. Not 100% sure on that, don't quote me, but I know the other three are really, really fast. So I could not afford to get Altaria paralyzed. So, but still, Rotom Wash coming up big. I feel like Rotom Wash complements Mega Altaria really well. And Tauros, I really like Tauros. I've never used Tauros before, but really good utility Intimidate user. So, yeah, you saw. I'm going to go back to the first battle where Altaria scared away his two Dragon-type Pokemon. So, in the future, these were free battles. These were from Saturday as well. So, the same day as the other upload, as yesterday's upload. So, they were just there just because I had some decent battles. So, the other ones aren't going to be free battles. They're going to be rating battles. I'm going to go there. So, maybe a different format. I don't really know. But keep your eyes peeled for those. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any suggestions for me, go ahead and let me know. If you want to battle me, also go ahead and let me know. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.